Hello, journaling friends and lovers of Moomin. Welcome to my quiet and cozy little space. My name is Peggy, and today I thought I would share with you my stationery haul from my most recent trip to Finland. Obviously, being the birthplace of Moomin, I did indulge in some trips to Moomin stores. I definitely visited all of the Moomin shops in Helsinki and also at the airport. Of course, why wouldn't I? As I've mentioned before, I don't really buy stationery online or when I'm at home. I prefer to save my stationery funds or budget, if you will, for if I get the chance to travel. Before my trip to Finland, I had looked online at Finnish stationery stores just to see what they had, available. And I could see that there was obviously quite a bit of Japanese stationery, which is great. I had kind of forgotten almost, which is weird because I have been to Finland several times before, about the Moomin factor. So when I got to Helsinki, and then my first trip was actually to Muji, and then I went to a Moomin store, and I don't know. I think I just wasn't expecting to have so much Moomin stationery at my fingertips. So every time I walked into a Moomin store, I did have to restrain myself from wanting to buy one of everything. And it is a bit overwhelming at first, seeing all the cute stuff. I found what I did was each time I went to a different store, or if I went back to a previous store, I just grabbed a couple of things, or by couple I mean a small basket full. And I didn't really open everything until I got home. Anyway, let's get started. I'm waffling. So today I thought I would just share with you all of the stationery that I bought while I was in Finland, and also other Moomin items that aren't really stationery related. So let's get started. I'm just going to push these aside for the moment, just so I've got room. Okay, so first of all, let's start on the flake stickers. So what I did was when I went into a Moomin store, I would just grab a few, bits and pieces. Like I didn't actually grab the whole series of, flake stickers or washi tape. But what I found was, because obviously afterwards I'd just pop the packages into my suitcase, I wasn't really checking what I had and, making sure that I wasn't doubling up. I also did think if I did double up, that's okay because I can share stickers with friends, obviously. My pen pals are in for a treat, that's for sure. I was pleasantly surprised, however, when I got home to find that I had actually managed to buy the different packs. I didn't have any double ups, so I don't know how I snagged that. But anyway, again, it wouldn't have mattered because I'm going to be sharing a lot of these. So this is what the packet looks like, Moomin's Party. So these ones are little party pictures. And I love that there are the different shapes. Got the circles, got sort of an oblong shape here, or it's a diamond, but with a scalloped edge, square, rectangle. I love the little house shape ones. And then I love the corner ones. The little triangle ones are super cute. Moomin Valley's Life. I love the colours in these. They're super cute. And they're actually quite different from pack to pack. So this one you've got, the kind of almost retro looking colours. I don't know if that's the right word for that, but you know what I mean. And then these are more the muted down pastel-y colours. And then we've got Moomin Valley's Forest. I'm really loving the corner ones. I feel like I'm going to get good use out of them. If you've seen inside my journal, you would know that I love to fill in all the white space, or as much white space as possible on my pages. So ones like these little corners come in so handy because I can just pop them into the little corner spots that are empty. And then we've got another Moomin Valley's Forest, although it does say forest and they are both green. These are different stickers. So yeah, that's what they look like. Actually, I might open one of these. Let's open these ones. Obviously, this packaging is going to wind up in my journal. as well. Oh, they are super cute. I'm just going to be saying super cute to everything, let's face it. Just to give you an idea on what they look like. And the little corner ones, again, I love these. Okay, just to give you an idea. And then we've got some other flake stickers. These are slightly bigger packets than the others. Again, I got home, opened them and realised I had bought 4 different packs. Just lucky. So yeah, I'll just show you what they look like. So there's 40 stickers per pack, 10 different designs. So 4 of each of the 10 designs, so 40 in total. I don't know how well these are focusing with the plastic on there. Also, I hope you can't hear that plane flying overhead. Loving the orange. Okay, I might just open one of these as well so we can have a look. I feel like that's going to be a cute little peekaboo opportunity for my journal. Do you see it? I'm so excited opening all of these because I've been back from Finland for, I don't even know, 2-3 weeks maybe. And obviously I want to get journaling with these, but I wanted to do the opening with you. So otherwise I feel like the stickers would just end up getting put in places and then I would forget what I'd bought. So, and obviously I want to share them with you. Oh, these are cute. Again, I'm just going to be saying that to everything. Let's face it. How can Moomin not be cute? Okay. Again, my pen pals are going to be getting some super cute Moomin treats. Oh my gosh, check out this one. How sweet is the colour on that? So cute. Okay, and next up we have some washi tape. So obviously I couldn't help myself with the MT masking tape. These are slightly patterned. Actually, I might open them. Also, apologies for my wobbly desk. I always lean on it. I need to stabilise a little bit, but anyway, whatever. We're all friends here. I know you don't care about a wobbly desk. So this is like a fuchsia coloured tape with love hearts. Very sweet. I didn't go overboard on washi tape because, well, one, I have more than enough at the moment, but also seeing the price of them in Finland compared to in Japan, I was like, yeah, I can probably just wait until my next Japan trip to indulge in some more washi. But I had to get some, and especially the Moomin ones. I could not resist. So here we have like a turquoise, some type of green. So yeah, that one has all different little geometric type patterns on it. Love it. Okay, now onto the Moomin washi. So I can't remember if there were more than this, and I only grabbed these ones. I don't remember. I feel like now if I knew there were more, I would have grabbed more. So maybe this was all I found. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm just grateful I got these ones anyway. I do have some Moomin washi that I've bought in Japan before. I think I've only got one roll though. This is very cute. Oh my goodness, it's glossy. Oh, guys. It's a transparent one. Oh, my goodness. I hope that's focusing properly for you. Oh, I don't know how far it goes. Oh, so it's to there. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. I'm actually currently writing my second letter to my pen pal Zoe. I feel like this might definitely be making an appearance. I love it. Oh, it goes really dark. Now I just want to get journaling. Is this one also transparent? Me and my transparent tape obsession definitely grows. Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is so cute. Guys, oh my gosh. These two may be my two new favorite washies. I am so in love with this. Look how cute these illustrations are and the colours. All my pinks and greens and yellows, little pops of yellow in there. Oh, I love it so much. Oh, this is so fun, guys. I'm so glad you're here sharing this with me. Okay, on to the next. I cannot tell you how excited I am right now. Wow, okay. This almost has like a, what do you call it? I don't know if you can see in the video, but it's got kind of like a little textured look to it, but it's obviously smooth. But it almost feels like a super thin gaffer tape. I don't know if that's the right way to put it. Oh my gosh, I am absolutely obsessed. How far out does it go? Oh, so up to there. So that's the whole roll. I'm excited to put this in my journal, but I'm equally excited to share this with my friends. Oh my gosh, I'm actually happier than I thought I would be. Like, I didn't realize I'd be this happy about this. And then on to the last washi. Oh, that one was easy to open. You know how I'm always talking about current favourite colour combos? Purple and green's getting a look in now. Oh. So this one has 5 little designs on it. Again, super cute. The colours. Oh my goodness. I'm definitely journaling for the rest of today after I finish this video. Oh, the colours are so cute. I am absolutely thrilled with these. I love that I've got the transparent ones and also these kind of, I don't know what you call it. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but it's got like a little textured pattern in it. I am so happy with them. And then I also got these 2 little packs. Again, I would have picked these up at different stores. So they are the same packs, but I'm okay with that. Oh, I'll show you the back actually. So these are the illustrations. It's a very polite opening. No needing to peel things with my nails, which I do not love. Oh, these are cute. They're actually really thick. Oh, very cute. Yes. Love them. Yeah, they're actually quite thick. I feel like maybe a couple of these might end up on my suitcase. They're that kind of sticker. What do we do next? Oh, okay, so I'll show you the stickers. So as I mentioned, there were a lot of Japanese stickers and stationery in Finland. So of course, there was no way I was leaving anything by Yumi Kitagishi behind. So I got this little, what do you call it? Post-it memo pad. So yeah. And then, oh, they're so cute. Tabs, paper tabs, not post-it notes, paper tabs. So cute. And then I saw these Marimekko stickers and I was obviously excited because I love the Unikko pattern, but the brown and pink colorway, right up my alley. Reminds me of the strawberry, what is it? Chubba Chub lollipop. Oh, I can't remember the flavor. It's like a strawberry cream chocolate. Anyway, that's what it reminds me of. And then some more Japanese stickers. I actually have these. I picked these up in Japan ages ago. And I think I've only got like maybe a small handful left of the stickers. So I was thrilled when I saw these because I love them and I pop them all throughout my journal. So I've actually been using them sparingly because I knew I was at the last few. So I just love the colour combinations of them. So yep, those, I haven't seen these before. Well, I don't have them. So obviously I got those 2 flower packs, a little coffee pack or coffee and cake sandwich tea party pack. And then we are on to the Moomin stickers. So I got some tab stickers. Page tab kind of stickers. And then the Conscientious Moomins, little bubble type. I love the colour of these. They're almost like a chocolatey coffee kind of colour. So, and yeah, again, you know, I love the little bubbles. And then these 2 packs, pink and green, obviously super appealing to me. But yeah, they're kind of like little comical quote action stickers. And then these 2 I got from the same store, a shop called Butinki in Helsinki. I will also put all the store names and locations in the description. So if you're ever going to Helsinki or Jyväskylä, I found a really cool, a really cute little stationery store in Jyväskylä as well. So I'll put those in the description, obviously, for those who plan to visit Finland anytime soon. So these ones are, there's 2 sheets in here. And they're just super cute. Moormins doing their thing. And then, yeah, so these are like the shape stickers and these are just the circular ones. And I do love the, I love the hot pink or the brighter pink and then the super pastel colours of this sheet. Oh, and this one on the back has little prompts, I think. Like these are the months, days, and then these are kind of my rusty finish holidays or day off or something. Make pancakes. And these are like little prompts, like this says, I think like not prompts, like reminders, I guess you can put in your journal or your planner. This one means Oma Aika means own time or time to yourself, I think. I'm not sure about the correct translation, but something like that. So, yep, super cute. Obviously, I used a couple of these stickers on postcards that I sent when I'm away on holidays. I try to send postcards to friends and family. I love receiving snail mail, so I think it's a really nice gesture for my loved ones to receive, you know, just a little note from overseas to let them know that I'm thinking of them. I also love the process of, you know, going out and picking postcards and then sitting down somewhere. I always find a really cute cafe, order myself a nice, you know, a treat, a drink, and then, you know, think of things to share about my travels with them. So I bought a ton of postcards and I thought I had a few left over. I think I sent 11 or 12. I really thought I had way more left over, but I only came home with 2. So that's okay. This one I'm going to stick on my wall. It is a bit of an ode to my travels. You know, they're just in their boat, enjoying their travelling days. And this one is actually, it's a postcard, but it's also stickers. So obviously I wasn't going to send that one to anyone because I want to use the stickers. So I've got those 2. And then I found this in a gift store at a museum in Helsinki. My second cousin and I went there and we were obviously checking out all the cute little stuff in the gift store. I would say this is probably one of my favourite finds on my stationery store tour in Helsinki. It's little letters that you tear out, or little sheets of paper, I guess, that you tear out and then they fold into a letter. So you can obviously write a little note on the back. I had a guest here from Japan staying last week with me. And when she left, I actually tore one of these out and wrote a tiny little note on the back. Something that could be carried in, you know, like a purse or small bag. And then at the back, I've actually got one here. So it basically just, you write your little note in there. And then, how cute is that? So my pen pals are definitely going to be getting some of those. And then at the back, there's like these little 3 sheets of stickers, I think. Yeah, 3. So they're obviously all mail post related stickers. How cute is that? I was so wrapped when I found this. So yeah, how many are there? 75 little letters. That's like a few years worth. What else did I get in terms of stationery? Oh, obviously I went to Muji as soon as I got there. I went and had lunch at Muji a few times. and I tried not to browse the stationery section too much. I did end up giving in to temptation and bought some pens, a couple of blue and a black, and then I could only find the black refill. But anyway, they will join my pen collection. And then I did also find a stationery store that stocked some Traveller's Notebook things. So I got these connecting rubber bands. If you saw my video, I think it was a couple of videos ago, about when I bought a Traveller's Notebook Love and Trip edition online, I was fumbling with how to put the extra inserts in because I thought you use the elastic band that came in the notebook pack, which I found out since then is actually to go around the notebook, not in the notebook, I think. So anyway, while I was in Finland, I did see these connecting rubber bands. So I bought a pack of them, and it does actually have the instructions on the back how to connect your inserts. So that is good to know. I am still putting my Traveller's Notebook together, or setting it up rather, so they will come in handy. And then I also did buy one insert because I need 3 for what I want to do so far in my TN. So yeah, there was the Love and Trip insert that came with it. I do have another insert that I've already used for stamps, for Eki stamps and other stamps in Japan, and also now in Helsinki. And then I needed a third one for another idea that I've got for it. So got those. And then I also, when I was in the Moomin store, I saw that they had postage stamps. So how sweet are they? Just all my favourite colours, pink, yellow, green. So I actually stuck these on the postcards that I sent to people as an extra special treat. So they got a Moomin postcard with a Moomin postage stamp. So, and of course I bought extras because I wanted some for myself, and I have already stuck one inside my Hobonichi. I'm not sure if you've seen a previous video where I talk about how I decorate my Hobonichi. I do like to add stickers throughout the year to the cover and the inside cover. So obviously one of those went in there. And then when I went to the Moomin store, first of all, the very generous person who was serving me did give me some extra Moomin shop stickers. And then also, then I read before I even got to the first Moomin shop that they have this little, I guess it's like a stamp rally. If you collect 2 stamps from 2 different stores, or like a stamp from 2 different stores, then you get a little gift. So I did receive the gift. I will show you what it is. It's this little pin. Obviously, that is going to go somewhere. Cute. My cat's sneezing. I don't know if you can hear that. So yeah, I got the gift. And then anyway, so I went to 2 stores in central Helsinki, and there is a third store, but it's part of like a combined shop with Arabia, and they didn't have the stamp, which is fine. And then the airport stamp, there were 2 Moomin shops in the airport, so I did visit both, of course. And then there is also, but only one of them give the stamp. And then there's also a Moomin shop in Rovaniemi. I have been there before in Lapland, but I didn't go this trip, so I wasn't able to get my 4th stamp. But that just means I'm going to carry this with me next time I go to Finland, in the hopes that I do go to Rovaniemi next time. Anyway, that is super cute. I'm glad. Like, I feel like it's, maybe I could put a circular. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pop a little stamp on there for now. Sticker on there for now. That's too big. But, you know, you get the idea. So that it's not empty and lonely. But, yeah. So I was really excited to get that. And I had to keep reminding myself, like, before I went to another store, don't forget to get the stamp. Mind you, it wouldn't have mattered because they're all really close to one another, and I was staying right in the city. So that's all I have to show you of the stationery. Actually, do I share everything else with you in this video, or do I do a second video? You know what? I'm just going to keep going because it might end up being really long, but that's okay. Okay, so other things I ended up getting are some pins and little bag charms, I guess you can call them. And obviously I did get some charms also for my journals because I need one for my Hobonichi and I need one for my Traveller's Notebook now. I usually like to get myself a treat, as in either a Moomin cup or a plate. I have a little collection of Moomin china, I guess you could call it. But this time I ended up getting this little tray because I thought this would be really cute for my desk. So that does now sit on my desk and hold pens and stickers and stuff. Oh, also, I'll show you the back side of it. It's got a little cartoon, like comic strip on it. How cute is that? So yeah, I did treat myself and get that for my desk. And then I also got just a little pin. They're rolling a snowball and a couple of bag. It says bag hanger. I guess it could, yeah, hangs on your bag, I guess. So some of these are gifts. They're not all just for me. So a couple of those, and then I actually didn't pick up any of these charms when I was at the Moomin stores in downtown Helsinki. But when I was at the airport, I was sitting at the Moomin Cafe having lunch, and I had seen someone on Instagram sharing the front of their traveller's notebook and how they were decorating it, and they had a Moomin patch that they were thinking of putting on there, and I suddenly was thinking, oh my gosh, I need a Moomin patch for my TN. So I hadn't been to the second Moomin store because I literally walked past it in the airport thinking, I've got enough now. I definitely don't need any more Moomin stuff. I did go back to that store. It wasn't far, it was just a few doors down from the cafe, and I didn't find a patch, unfortunately, but I did see a whole box of charms on the counter. So I picked all these up. I would definitely put a couple of these on my journals, and then the others are gifts for friends. So that's all of that. And then some Moomin gifts I got for friends. Oh, that's for my mum. She loves little bowls. So, and then I got myself a couple of magnets. So these are for my fridge, you know, because you can never have too many magnets. And then a bookmark. I've got another one of these somewhere. It's probably in my book, but anyway, it's a bookmark. And then I found this. This is a gift for a friend of mine. It's so sweet. It's got like little sparkles in it, and then it opens up as a mirror. Such a sweet gift. And then I also found these. These were actually at Kauppatori or Kauppahalli, which is like a food market in Helsinki. And these were just at a little gift store. Anyway, there's 3 here. So obviously I've got one for myself and 2 as gifts. And it's a magnet. So it obviously, you know, it's magnetic, but it's also a book. How adorable is that? And I mean, all the little pages. I would save your life 8 times a day if only I could. Stop it. And it also has which book the quote comes from. How nice and fluffy you are. I'll have to calm down a bit or else I'll burst with happiness. This is me. This is me opening my Moomin stickers and washi and all of these cute things. I'll have to calm down a bit or else I'll burst with happiness. Couldn't have described it better. I wish I could do something tremendous all on my own. That's so sweet. And oh, I want to dance. Anyway, if you're not afraid, I'm not either. So yeah, 1 for me and 2 as gifts. And then I found Moomin trading cards. Can you even imagine? I was in, I think it was Prisma, which is like a department store, which by the way is like the Australian version of Woolworths and Kmart together on steroids. Prisma is next level. Anyway, I went there with my cousin almost every day just because I was so fascinated with what they have in there. But also they stock Moomin products. Like imagine walking to Kmart and there's Moomin towels, Moomin kettles, Moomin cups and saucers and plates and like anything like this kind of stuff is in Prisma, which is like their version of Kmart. Anyway, so you can imagine I was wanting to go there all the time. I bought other things, which I'll show you in a minute. But I found these trading cards. They were just at the counter. So I only picked up this one packet because I was like, don't go overboard, don't go overboard. Just buy one packet because there's 8 cards in there. And obviously I can share them with people. But then I had, what do you call it? Remorse that I didn't buy more. And I totally forgot about them until I think it was the day, my second last day in Helsinki. I had my family they were helping me look online to see where I could buy them from. And it turns out that the Moomin store at the airport had them. So they actually had these packets of 24 cards plus 2 limited edition cards. So, of course, I bought 2 packs. So I know I've talked about it before that I like to prolong my excitement with things. A bit of delayed excitement gratification, I guess you can call it. I haven't opened these yet. I'm not even tempted yet because I feel like this is going to be another settle down or I'll burst with excitement moment. So I'm going to save those for another day. Do we want me to open these in a video? Moomin fans, tell me. If one person says yes, they want to see these being opened in a video, I'll do it. Because imagine if like these, I can imagine they're just going to be all different cards. There might be double ups. That's okay. Anyway, I kind of need to open them soon because I do want to share some with pen pals. So, but that was a really, that and this, like these were really happy surprise finds for me. I mean, everything's a happy find, but these were like a surprise find. Anyway, so that's those. And then, of course, treats like for my mum, we've got Moomin fudge. I'm looking at these thinking I can't wait to eat these because they'll be delicious. But also the packaging is going to end up in my journal. These mints, my mum and I have always enjoyed, I think they're called Marianne mints, and they're basically like a mint, crunchy mint exterior lolly with chocolate inside. They are delightful. If you're ever able to get your hands on some, please do. I think they're called Marianne. Anyway, these are the Moomin version. Chocolate-filled peppermint candies. They are so delicious. I've obviously already eaten some. Oh, and also the wrapping. Like the wrappers are so cute. So again, they are going to end up in my journal, and I'm definitely going to share them around with family and friends as well. But how cute are they? I have some wrappers here. So, oh, they're all the same. Okay. And then Moomin chocolate biscuits for my mum. I hope I get to see her before I do this video so she doesn't know, because I have a bag, like an actual bag of treats for her. My mum knows that when she finishes eating these, the boxes and the packaging come back to me. So you will see this in my journal. And then some lollies, little fruit pastels. I remember as a kid loving these. I don't know if they were the Fatsad version, but I remember fruit pastels in Finland were so yummy. I don't know why, I just have these like vivid memories of certain things, and the fruit pastels were one of them. So anyway, one for me, one for my mum. And then also gifts, Moomin napkins, because you just need to. How can you not? I mean, look how cute they are. So, yep. These were from Prisma, actually. I'm pretty sure I got these from Arabia, from the Arabia store in Helsinki. But these ones were from Prisma. My local Kmart had literally a whole aisle of Moomin napkins, I could not resist. And then some Marimekko ones, because they're pink and yellow and green. Like, how is the combo? Could not be better for me. I have quite a few Marimekko napkins. I don't always use them because it's not like I hold dinner parties or host tea parties or anything, but I do have them. And also when my Japanese guest was here last week, I did place one next to our plates at dinner time, so that was kind of sweet. But anyway, I had to get some Marimekko napkins. And then last of all to show you, also Moomin products. So these socks, I actually found these at I do have a third pair. Where's the other pair? I left a pair behind. So these socks I actually picked up at a service station on a little road trip that I was going on with my cousin. Yeah, we stopped at a service station and they had Moomin socks, as you do. So yeah, obviously I bought these because I couldn't help myself. But how cute is this? It's just these things that just humour me. Honestly, so cute. I got these from Prisma as well. So just little hand towels. One in every colour. They did have other colours, but I had to refrain from buying them all. You can see the pictures that are on the actual towels. So, yeah. Oh, and one more thing. I saw this calendar this was in a stationery store in Jyväskylä, and it was 50% off because it was this year's calendar. But at the time I was thinking, oh, that's cool that it's like an old calendar because I'll just use it for the pictures. You know, obviously I'm going to take the pictures out, obviously. But then I got home and I was like, hang on, we're still in 2025. Just had a bit of a ditzy moment, as I do. So I now am using this for the rest of this year. So I still have a few months, which is cool. Also, the 9th of August is Tove Jansson's Day. Tove is the author or the writer of Moomin. So obviously I was in Helsinki on that day. It was so exciting. There were celebrations taking place in the stores. There were limited edition items available. The big department store called Stockmann had like an exhibition of some of her work. There were big Moomin statues around, and there was actually on that day, there was actually a celebration happening at Stockmann where they had Moomin characters walking around and kids could get face painting and stuff like that. I had plans on that day to go to a little island with my cousins, so I didn't go and get my face painted, but I did genuinely consider it. Anyway, so got my calendar for the rest of the year that then next year will end up being, I will take out the pictures. How sweet is it? The colour just appeals to me on so many levels. Anyway, I also got that. As you know, I love to collect junk and scraps. So basically, you know, every little bag that I got from the Moomin shop with the stickers on came home with me because there's no way I'd be throwing this out. So all of this is eventually going to end up in my journal, or I may share some of them. And then obviously other gift stores or other stationery stores. So I basically keep all of this to repurpose. But also I did get some super cute tissue paper from this was the Moomin Arabia store that I was talking about, where I bought a few things from. So yeah, I've obviously got this paper which is going to go into my journal. I don't know if you can really see that, but it's got a very faint Moomin pictures on there. And then, this was at the Stockmann celebration day. I did go and have a look after, like later on in the day. Or was it the next day? Yes, it was the next day. I went with a friend of mine, Annie. She was in Helsinki as well. So we caught up and spent the day together. We went out for lunch and we actually did go to the exhibition space in Stockmann to have a look at Tove Jansson's work. And I saw these. They're obviously little, what do you call it? Interactive things that kids could do. I mean, let's face it, I would have done it as well, not just for kids. Anyway, so I picked up one in Finnish and one in English, purely because I want to use them for my journal. And then I've obviously got a map. Oh, I have a third one. Paper bags. Of course, why wouldn't I? I mean, I always have a shopping bag with me, like a foldable, collapsible shopping bag. I say yes to these paper bags and I don't mind paying for them because I'm going to use the paper. So they'll definitely get repurposed. More bags from the Moomin shop. How cute is this? Little Moo. So yeah, obviously I said yes to those. And then we've just got some Muddy Mecca bags. This might not be very exciting. That's the museum where I got the really cool little notebook from. And my cousin also bought something, so she kept the bag for me. And that was a stationery store in Helsinki where I got the Traveller's Notebook items from. Lastly is all my junk. So I'm not going to bother emptying this out because there's just too much in there, but it's essentially things like, you know, receipts. They all get photocopied to go in my journal. Chocolate wrappers. Some Muji stuff. You know, it's the usual things that I would collect on my travels. Even a cup from my Finnair flight because it's got the F on it. Oh, and also napkins, a mini golf game that I played with my cousins, my favourite yogurt that I found when I was there, you know, that kind of stuff. Anyway, I need to go through all of this to put into my journal. So I need to do my travel journal pages from my trip to Helsinki. That's what I'm going to be doing mostly for the rest of the week, I think. So I think that's it. It feels like a lot now that I've pulled it all out and opened everything. So I'm very happy with my haul. I feel like I got everything that I really wanted and a few extra things that I wasn't expecting, like the trading cards and the tray, which ended up becoming, you know, a little treat for myself. Some nice little gifts for friends and family as well. Thank you so much for coming and sharing in my joy. What did it say in that book? I think this is the theme for today's video. I'll have to calm down a bit or else I'll burst with happiness. Thank you for giving me the space to burst with happiness, and thanks for joining me. And I hope you also found some joy with looking at these cute little items that I picked up. And let me know in the comments what you like the most out of everything that I've shared with you today. So I hope you have a great day, and thank you again for stopping by and for sharing in my joy. I hope to see you again soon. Bye.